Oh hi! Greetings humans, and welcome back to the Windmill full of corpses. Now today, I have to do most of the talking because this is more of my territory, and since we presented ourselves as metalheads, we decided to go a little bit more metal this time. We've got Wolfheart, and if you like Viking epic stuff and melodic death metal from up north, this is pretty much up your alley. So this song is called Hereditary. We're gonna watch an official band playthrough, and this is from an EP that came out I think a week ago called Skull Soldiers, and this is, I don't know that much about it, but the cover artwork is very similar to that of the last album, which was also Karelia, and that was war themed. It was, I think, about the Winter War. I know it was about
like that album.
Yeah, it was a brilliant.
It went number 29 on last year's top for me.
Yeah, that's good. It went number 4 for me.
29 probably doesn't sound like a lot, but I had an over 60 albums top, just FYI.
Okay, so yeah. So to finish my previous thought, that was about the Winter War, which was, I think, in 1939 between Finland and Russia. So it's probably got a little bit of a patriotic theme and stuff like that. But it was also really harsh because of that and really expressed that war atmosphere pretty well. And I'm guessing these are probably some spillover tracks because this EP is called Skull Soldier, so that also sounds war themed. And this is Tuomas Saukonen with probably the most brutal voice in Finland.
Well, debatable.
So here we go. Let's see how this goes. Go. Okay, we're probably gonna get into the verse because I know how their songs are structured, but I feel like I actually have to rectify the melodic death metal comment because they've actually turned pretty blackened on that album, and we can definitely hear that
melodic though. It has that orchestral theme in the background. I didn't know if you heard it. There's like this layer of string section, but it's thin.
I missed that. I'll have to listen to that again. But they also have the kind of melodic line with the guitar it's not tremolo picking, but it's got that galloped feel that's a lot found in black metal. And yeah,
I love the drummer.
Yeah, he's a beast. He some of his stuff in the, what was it called? The Hammer, I think, on Wolves of Karelia are really decent.
The Reaper was my favorite drum-wise.
Yeah. So let's see where this goes. Go.
Saukonen, man. Man!
Okay, I just wanted to say, I don't know if you heard, I think we're back on the riff from the beginning. When it kicked back in, it's had this sort of explosive sound.
Yeah.
I think they do that out of the orchestras, and I think it works perfect with the war theme because it's just like some shell exploding in the snow.
Dropping bombs on us.
Yeah. And that's really expressive and a really cool touch that I like how they did on the sound of these things. So, let's go.
Yes!
we're getting a solo. Nice. Okay, so a few more thoughts about the song. The solo, quite a bit more shreddy than what I see usually from them, and
I like that solo.
I really like the way it ended. That they had that sort of rundown on the guitar, and then ending on a heavy chord. I think that's a pretty Wolfheart classic way of doing solo stuff on the end.
I actually didn't pay attention to that detail, but when I listen to Wolfheart, I'm just sucked by the drums and vocals.
Yeah.
Because it's, well, actually almost everything in what they do, drums, guitars, bass, vocals, it all has just this really raw, gritty texture. It's just kind of grinding at you.
Yeah, they're the angriest band in Finland.
Angriest band? I'm trying to think if I know angrier bands in Finland.
That's maybe a discussion for another time. I want to go back to the solo for a bit because back on Wolves of Karelia, I know the second guitarist was Vagelis Karzis. I hope I'm saying his name right, from Rotting Christ. And
Greek guy.
This doesn't look like him.
Now
As
that
far
you
as I
mention
could
it,
tell.
yeah.
I mean, he's a big guy. He's bigger than Thomas, I think.
Yeah,
And
he is.
And
Maybe it just wasn't him doing the solo, I don't know. I didn't pay so much attention at the people because I was paying attention at the music and the instruments.
yeah, so I don't know what happened with that. So if there are any Wolfheart fans out there, this is probably a bit more underground than the things we've done so far, so maybe there aren't. But if there are any Wolfheart fans out there and you know what's going on in this video and if that's him or who it is, maybe let us know. I think we'd like to hear that.
Yeah, also what I want to say is, what I'm usually worried about with Wolfheart and with this kind of melodic death metal in general is that it's kind of gonna keep the same pace throughout the whole song. So what actually made this work for me was that kind of slow-paced headbang riff somewhere in the second verse, I think, or something like that, I'm not sure, and then the acoustic part.
I was sure you were gonna mention that, yeah.
That saved the song for me, because you know when it came, it was like boom, and it hits me, and I'm into it. But if it just keeps going like that for the whole song and it doesn't change anything, I'm like, yeah, that's good, but I want a little something else. And that acoustic part is what did it for me.
Yeah, okay, so I want to follow up a bit on that because I don't know how well you know it, but Rooftop R2 from their first album is probably my favorite song from Wolfheart. And
I've heard it, but I don't remember it very well.
I don't know everything they did, but talking about acoustic sections, the intro to that is kind of something like that, but even slower. And then you also have some not heavy, but some dark brass section, string section.
Oh.
I actually don't know what brass section exactly is, so I hope I'm not saying anything stupid here. Like cello stuff.
Yeah.
Dark sounding, sort of coming over that to this melancholy feeling, and that falls straight into an epic riff. So this kind of hinted back to that, but like you said, a lot of their stuff tends to be similar. They have a pretty specific style.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But they're making it work. And I think they've been making it work 4 albums now. How many albums do they have?
5.
So yeah, respect, and man, they just tear you apart. Anyway, Wolfheart is great, Finnish melodic death metal is great. Now we want to hear from you again. Comments down below. Like, share, subscribe. thank you for watching our videos. Again, we hope you stick with us, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers! Bye!